Hi, this is Joanne with Broadcast Sunny, and this is your travel cord roll project. Great project to keep your electronics cordings organized in your suitcase. It makes a great gift for that traveler in your family. What you will need: snap fasteners, basically a snap. I have the one with the prongs. I find they're more secure than the ones that you sew, and sewing in this fabric is a challenge. An X-Acto knife. I know this is not the one you typically see. I like it because you can retract it, but it's usually a metal bar with a little tiny razor at the end, and that's basically what this is a razor that you can snap off and have other razors with. A pencil and a ruler, and then you want the cloth. This cloth is called pleather or vinyl cloth or faux leather or vegan leather. I think if you go to the fabric store, if you say pleather or vinyl cloth, they'll know what you're talking about. I found this in the decorative cloth section of the fabric store. It comes in a roll that's about 54 inches long. I got one cut at about 7 inches. She cut it on an angle, but that's another problem. And it was poor cutting on the edge, so I'm going to trim that to make it a smoother edge. Plus, I'm going to trim it down to 18-inch size, so 18 by 7. This cloth can be expensive in the fabric store, but I've seen it online fairly inexpensive. Okay, let's get started. One last thing, you may want to put the cording, have the cording that you will put in the roll available to roll, so you can get a measurement of size when you cut out the spaces for the cords. So I cut this piece of cloth. You can see how I cut it on my tips for cutting video. What I would like to do, this is 7 by 18. What I'd like to do is curve out the corners a little. I'm actually going to draw the place where I want to curve it. See if they match up. Just to give it a little nicer look. Why does that always go off when I'm doing this? Okay, yeah, I could just kind of like that. I haven't decided if I want to do this in first. So the next thing we want to do, it's quite simple, is to put in the lines where we're gonna match up. The width of these straps is approximately 1/3 of an inch. The lengths of the straps vary in sizes, and I would recommend you might want to check the cording. For instance, this laptop cord is for a small laptop. I have another one that has a heavy duty cord. I don't even think it would fit in one of these travel bags, but so keep in mind that these length sizes may not fit yours. You should check by putting them in. So the laptop cord length, I use 3.5 inches. The USB to outlet connector, I use about 2.5 inches. The USB phone cord, about 2 inches, and the earbuds is about 1.5 inches. And I'm looking at this, that USB to outlet connector, they come in so many different sizes and shapes that even that I would suggest checking, although 2.5 inches seem to fit at least 2 of my odd shaped connectors. So you'll now roll this up and look for a good spot for the snap. So I'm going to put a snap here, which is between this adapter and the extension. The adapter and the cord. So now we're putting on the snap, and the prong half of the snap goes on the inside of the travel organizer, and the functional half of the snap goes on the outside of the travel organizer. I used a hammer and snap setter to put on the snap, but there are other ways. There is the snap pliers. I have not invested in this because it was a lot of money for something I don't do too much. And then, of course, you have the choice of buying the sew-on snaps. Once you put the snap on, you're pretty much done. All right, so that's in. You roll from the back end where is the biggest piece. And then snap. And there is your electronic travel roll organizer. I like it. I'm going to use it when I go on my trip this summer. And I think I'm going to make one for my husband too. It makes a great dad gift, husband gift, whatever, boyfriend gift. I like this leather or pleather. Came out nice.